opening kickoff. It's October 10th. Brookline gets the kick. They're going down the left side to Avi. It's right on the left sideline, goes out of bounds. Ball rolls out of bounds. Throw down their right side. It's high in the air. Avi heads it back to the middle. Mackay is starting today. Mackay to the center of the field. Back to Sam. Sam steps to his right. Sam to Ethan. Ethan in front of the Newton bench. Ethan sends it back to Sammy in the center circle. Sammy sends it to Mac. Mac steps over it. He's being chased by 5. He still has the ball. Mac sends it down the side, past Avi. That's Mateo in the game. Mateo right on the left sideline. Sends it back to Jacob. Jacob turns, 360. Mateo has it. Mateo sends it to the middle to Matt. Matt loses it to 49. 49 turns, goes to his left. That's Nate on the ball, right at midfield. Sent it to Sammy. Sammy to Sam. Sam down the right side. That's Mackay. That's Sammy to Mateo. Mateo to Mac. Mac steps around 5. Mac down the left side. He puts it up the sideline. That's Avi. It gets deflected out of bounds. It's gonna be a throw in for Brookline. There's some trash on the field. They're trying to stay off the field. That's Mac on the throw. Mac down the side. That's Mateo off his head. Newton player clears it to midfield. Sammy clears it back in. Tried to get Matt. It's in the box. Avi's on it. Offside is called. We're 2 minutes into the first half. There's no score. It's going to be a free kick for Newton. It's PJ in goal today. 0 for Newton North. He sends it out to the left. They send it down the left side. It's right in front of the Newton North bench. They send it back. It goes back to the goalie. PJ has it on his feet. PJ, he's wearing bright green today. Nate off his head, tried to get Avi. Gets to Jacob, down the side to Mac. Mac on his left foot, 2 defenders, tries to get around him, can't do it. 6 is coming up the field. Jacob has it. Jacob sends it back to Sammy. Sammy makes a run to the right. 9 tries to cut him off to Ethan on the right side. Ethan to Sammy. Sammy to the corner. Gets cut away by the Newton defender. It rolls out of bounds. Should be a goal kick for Newton. We are 3:20 into the game. There's no score. It rolls out to the left side. It's overcast today. It's in the low 70s. It's been in the low 70s all day. Pretty warm for it. Hit Mateo. Gets through. They send it back to number 6. It's going out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw in for Brookline. It's Mac on the throw. Mac sends it back to Nate. Nate back to Mac. He keeps it in. Oh, guess it wasn't in bounds. It's a throw in for Newton North. Behind us, number 6. Run. 6 throws it down the side. He gets cut up by Avi. 5-6. Avi blocks it. Avi. 6 gets it back. They goes down the side. Mac cuts it away. 6 hits it down their right side. Nate puts it out of bounds. Whoops, sorry. I didn't see you, sorry. 6 on the throw. He goes down the right side. That's Sammy off his chest. Sammy on the ground, hits 10 on Newton. Mateo tries to get around him. 10 gets around Mateo. He gets inside. Sammy cuts it up. Back to Nate. Nate to Mackay. Mackay is trying to find Matt. 20 has it for Newton. He goes down the left. That's Ethan on that side, in front of the Brookline bench. Ethan down the right side gets cut off. Newton player crosses midfield. And there's a whistle. It's going to be a free kick, a throw-in for Brookline, right in front of the Brookline bench. Goes down the right side. Gets cleared away by the Newton defender. It's in the air. That's Jacob on his head. It bounces at the center circle. Newton player 5 has it. He cuts it back. It's Avi on it. Avi in 6. Gets it back to Mac. Mac to Nate. Nate down the left. He flips it ahead. 3's going to get it for Newton. Comes back. Sam on his feet. Sam down the middle of the field. 11 has it for Newton. He chips the box to 15. 15 to the side to 11. He's trying to get by Ethan. Goes to the left. Mackay comes back. Mackay bumps him off the ball. He comes away with it. Ethan has it. Mackay's to his right. Ethan on the ground. He tried to send Matt. It goes past him to the Newton, in front of the Newton bench. 49 has it for Newton. He goes up the left side. 15 to the wing, and he's offside. We are 6 minutes into the game. There's no score. Ethan on the free kick. Ethan low over Jacob's head. Jacob off his head, tried to find Matt. That's Mackay on that side. Mackay clears it back. He sends it back to Sam. Sam to Nate. Nate has the ball. Nate toward the center circle, goes to the right. He tries to find, that's Matt coming in, but PJ gets to it. PJ in the box. Sun breaks through. Just under 7 minutes into the first half. High in the air on our side of midfield. Avi off the back of his head to Sammy. Sammy back to Nate. Nate sends it back to Zach in goal. Zach to the wing to Mac. Mac with the ref. That's a 5 gets around him, but it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Brookline. We're 7 minutes in. There's no score. That's Zach on the goal kick. It comes out to the left. 49 has it, making a run up the right. Off his foot, out of bounds. Throw in for Brookline. It's going to be Mac on the throw. Mac down the left wing to Matt. Matt keeps it in bounds. 6 clears it as far as Sammy. Sammy to Jacob, right at midfield. Jacob steps on the ball. He loses it to 9. 5 has it, pushes ahead to 15. He turns to his left. Jacob tries to take it away. 9 has it for Newton. 9 to his left. Gets cut off by Mateo. Mateo sends it back to Mac. Mac to his left. He's got some space. There's a foul called. It's a free kick for Brookline, just inside of midfield. 8 minutes in, there's no score. It's Nate on the ground to Sammy. Sammy, defender behind him. Sammy goes to his left. He gets tackled. That's a foul. 5 on the foul. Zoom in a little bit here. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. Get a little more, okay. Sammy on the free kick. We're about 9 minutes into the first half. There's no score. Sammy, 2 men on the wall. See what they do. Sammy to the back post. PJ catches it right in front of the goal. PJ whips it out to his left. That's Sam that stepped up. Mackay has it. Mackay to Ethan. Ethan down the wing to Matt. To the corner. And it gets played out of bounds. It's going to be a corner for Brookline. It's going to be Mateo on the corner. Just over 30 minutes left in the first half. No score. The sun has broken through. Brookline has 4 guys in the goal mouth. Mateo, left-footed, in front, gets headed over. It's a corner for Brookline, the other corner this time. It's going to be, looks like Jacob's going to take the corner. We're 10 minutes into the first half. There's no score. Brookline has, it's low to the near post. Sam, Avi sends it back to Jacob in the corner. He has it right in the corner. Jacob comes out. He crosses it in front. It gets cleared away by the Newton defender. Sam off his head sends it to his left. Gets cleared by the Newton defense. Ethan at midfield comes back. He's got Nate with him. It gets deflected by number 5. 5 comes up the left. Ethan trips. 5 gets to the corner. He sends it back. It gets cut away by, I think that was Mateo. Newton has it at the center circle. Back to their center back. Back to their right back, number 6. It gets deflected. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Newton. 6 on the throw. Looks like the captain. He goes down the side. Matt cuts it up with his foot. He clears it with his left foot. It's Matt in front. Matt takes it to the left. He's at 20 on him. Matt to the corner. He gets in the box. And they call a foul. Foul on Matt. We're 11 and a half minutes in. There's no score. Number 3 on the free kick for Newton. He goes down the right side toward the center of the field. It's Mateo in the head. It's Sam. That's Sammy with the ball. Sammy, no one on him. Sammy to his right. 49's on him. Sammy goes to his right. He gets it in the box to Matt. Matt turns on his left foot. He shoots. PJ's going to stop it. PJ out to his left. And they go up the left side. It's over. That's Nate on the ground. Nate to Sammy. Sammy to Jacob. Jacob over the logo at midfield. Jacob, he chips it to his left. It gets cut away by 15. 15's running for it. 15 over midfield. 15 gets blocked by Nate. That's Mac with the ball. Mac right at midfield. Left-footed to Matt. Matt sends it back to Mac. Mac's got space. Mac left-footed to the far post. Mackay, 42, clears it away. To 11. 11 down the left side. In front of the Newton bench, it goes out of bounds. 3 subs are coming in for Newton. Looks like their forwards are coming out. 9, 15. We are 13 minutes into the first half. There's no score. And it's a throw-in right at the Newton bench. Another sub is, wait. That's off Sam's head. Past Ethan. It's on the run. Ethan sends it back to Zach. Zach in the air. It's to Mateo. Mateo off his head to Avi. Avi off his chest. He clears it behind him. 3 comes over. He gets through with it. 6. Avi has it. Avi to his left. Avi 1 on 3. Avi still has it. Avi to the left corner. Avi gets it back to Mac. Mac gets cut off. He still has it though. He's going to shoot. Goes over the top. 14 minutes in. There's no score. Goal kick for Newton. PJ on the goal kick. Subs are coming. Wait, subs come in? Yeah. Subs came in for Brookline. We'll comment on it in just a moment. PJ over midfield. It crosses midfield to Ethan. Ethan sends it up the right wing. That looks like Ben Kaplan on that side. 20 clears it to the left side. They're going over midfield. Ben cuts it away. It's going to be a throw-in for Newton right at midfield. Number 10 has it for Newton. 10 in front of the Brookline bench, sends it to 5. 5, 35 yards out. He puts it in front. Offside call. So it's a goal kick for, oh wait, it's a free kick for Brookline, for the offside. We are 15 minutes in, there's no score. That's Nate on the free kick, over midfield. Jacques in the game, Jacques on his feet. Jacques turns, he sends it back to Mac. Mac on the left. Mac sends it to Sam. Sam on the right back today. Sam to Sammy, back to Sam. Sam sends it back to Nate. Nate up the middle of the field, past Jacques. It's going to roll out of bounds. Throw in for number 6. To number 18. He falls on the ball. Mac takes it away. And it goes out of bounds. Mac on the throw. Jacques down the left side. Brendan's in the game. Gets headed away. It's going to be another throw in for Brookline. There's a ball on the field. We're 16 minutes into the first half. There's no score. Mac into the box. Brendan, it goes over his head. Hit the Newton player, 18. Brendan's chasing it. Comes down, Mac cuts it off. There's no one there for Brookline. 10 on the ground to 13. 13. Sammy takes it away. Sammy turns on it. Does a 360 to his left. Sammy steps over it. Sammy, nice move. Sammy back to Sam. Sam to his right. He finds Jacques. Jacques to Nate. No one's on him. No one's on the left side. Nate to Sammy. Sammy, 20 yards out. He goes to his right. Player gets pushed, no call. 5 has it to the wing, front of the Newton bench. To the center circle. Nate has it. Nate makes a run up the middle. Nate still has the ball. Nate steps over it. Nate, no one on him. Nate sends it to Jacques. Jacques, no one on him. Sends it back to Sammy. Sammy turns, sends it back to Ethan. Ethan on his left foot to Brendan. Brendan's got 5 yards in front of him. Brendan steps over it. He still has it. Brendan to his left. Brendan to the wing to Avi. Avi fakes 2 players on him. Brendan has it. Brendan has Mac. Mac clears it to the far post. Tried to get it to Ben Kaplan. Sammy on the shot. He missed it. Jacob in front. In the box. He turns. It gets cleared away. Nate has it at midfield. Nate sends it back to Sam. Sam in the center circle. Sam up the middle. No one within 10 yards of him. Sam tried to find Avi. Jacques on his chest. Jacques running in. Gets cut off. Ethan on his feet. Ethan to Brendan. Goes by him. Newton player has it. That's 10 to 13. He's got a player on the wing. That's number 18. 18 goes across the field. It's going to be cut up by Sam to Nate. Nate sends it to the middle field to Brendan. Brendan to Sammy. One behind him. Sammy sends it up the field. He's got Avi running. 2 defenders come back. 6 and 2. They send it back to PJ. PJ clears it to midfield. 10 off his chest to 18. Brendan comes back off his toe to 5. 5 to the wing to 6. 6 down the right side to 13. 13 down the right. He's got Mac in front of him. He steps over and comes back. Mac, and it's a throw-in for Brookline. Good play by Mac. We're 19 minutes in. There's no score. Mac back to Nate. Nate gets around the defender. Back to Mac on the left. Mac back to Nate. Nate, token pressure by 13 to Sam. Sam to his right. No one within 15 yards of him going forwards. 16 comes up. Sam up the right side. Tried to find Jacques. That's Ethan with the ball. Ethan, they send him back. He sends it back to Sam. Gets stolen. Front of the Brookline bench. Gets poked away. Ethan has it. Ethan gets around the defender. Ethan sends to Brendan. Gets cut off. And it's going to roll out of play. Zach gets it in the corner. It's going to be a goal kick for Brookline. We're halfway through the first half. No score. Oh, he picked it up. It didn't roll out of bounds. Zach punts it in the air to midfield. It's off Ben Kaplan's head to Avi. Avi sends Jacques. Jacques one-on-one. Jacques on his left foot. It gets blocked by the defender. It's still out. Jacques got to send it in front. Jacob shoots. It's a goal. Jacques to Jacob. 1938. Jacob does a cartwheel on the field. 1-0 Brookline. PJ's holding his stomach. It's 1-0 Brookline. 1938 left in the first half. Avi's coming out and Dimitri's coming in. So it's 1-0 Brookline. That's pretty good. It gets played back to 10. 10 to the defender. He sends it down the left side. Sam on his feet. There's no Newton player in sight. He sends it back off the side of his foot to Nate. They're high pressing 13. Nate sends it up the field. Past Jacob to Jacques. Jacques to Jacob. Jacob sends the middle. 3's going to cut it away. 3. It's over Sammy's head to Nate. Nate steps over it. Sends it back to Zach. 13 with token pressure. Zach down the middle of the field toward Brendan. Hits the Newton head. Goes ahead. Jacques in pursuit. 20 off his head. 6. It's going to be Dimitri. It's right in midfield. 49 in midfield. He sends it out to the wing. Sends it back to 42. Down the side. He's going on the left. That's, who's that? That's Sammy. Sammy protecting. Sammy sends it back to Sam. Sam clears it to the right. As far as the center circle. Gets cleared back to the center. Brendan on his feet. Brendan one behind him. He sends it to the middle. He found Dimitri. Get cut off on his pass. 49 has it. 13 gets by. Sam clears it to the wing. That player goes down. I think they call offsides. There's 22 minutes into the first half. It's 1-0 Brookline. Goal by Jacob. That's Nate down the right side. It bounces in Newton territory. 20 off his head. That's Jacob with the ball. Jacob in front of the Newton bench. Loses it. Still pursuing it. That's Avi. Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan on the right side. There's 2 players on him. He sends it back to Ethan. Ethan into the box. PJ's going to come out. PJ sends it to his left. Dimitri's pressing high on 20. 20 clears it to the left. Ethan off his feet. Past 10. Sammy has it. Sammy steps over it. Sammy goes to his right. He tries to get it. He tries to hit Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan gets it to Jacques. Jacques on his left foot. He shoots. It goes wide. We are 23 minutes in. It's 1-0 Brookline. It's going to be a corner for. It's going to be a corner for Brookline. Matt is running to the near post. Matt is on the near post. They got 4 at the top of the box. They're going to make him run in. Goes to Matt. Matt sends it back to Ben Kaplan. Rolls out of bounds. Ben Kaplan's going to throw in. Ben on the throw. We're on the track at the Newton field, so people are running by. It goes into the box, and Dimitri was holding the defender. So it's going to be a free kick for Newton. We're 24 minutes in, 1-0 Brookline. PJ, low to the middle, gets cut off by Dimitri. It's going to go out of bounds. Number 6 on the throw. He sends it back to 20 up top, the center back. Jacques, token pressure. He sends it back to the wing to 6. 6. Down toward the middle of the field, over Sammy to Nate. Nate sends it back to Sam. Sam to the right. It's on the Newton head. Sammy's going to bring it down. Right in the center circle, one behind him. 16 clears it to Jacques. Jacques on his left foot. Jacques gets blocked out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Brookline. Sub is coming in. It's Mateo coming in for Sammy. 25 minutes into the first half. 1-0 Brookline. It's going to be Mac on the throw. Mac down the side. It's in the box. And PJ picks it up. No one touched the ball. PJ is going to punt it out. PJ punts it. It's over midfield. It hits Mateo in the chest. Brendan has it right at the logo. Brendan to his right. Brendan, no one's on him. Brendan gets poked away. 18 has it. Brendan's on him in front of the Newton bench. He gets nudged by Ben Kaplan. That's a foul. Free kick for Newton in front of their bench. Quick free kick. It gets cut off by Mateo. Mateo sends it forward. Dimitri on the run. PJ's coming out. It gets cleared by 20 to the side to 3. 3 up the left side. It gets cleared toward midfield. That's Matt on the ball. Sam headed it. Sam on his feet. Sam to Nate. Nate, he's got Zach behind him. He turns. Defender goes down. It gets blocked out of bounds. Diego's wearing 16 today. It's Mac on the throw. Mac down the side to Jacques. Jacques. Diego comes back on him. Jacques to Mateo. Mateo to 42. Newton players down here. 10 chips the middle to 13. Gets cleared away by Sam. 10 has it. There's a player down. Ref calls time. Players are huddling. Clock is stopped at 12:44. Players are going to the bench to get water. Six is going to be limping off the field. 12:44 left in the first half. It's 1-0 Brookline. Six, who looks like the captain, with the captain's armband, is going to be limping off the field. It's going to be a free kick when we resume for Newton. I believe it's indirect, and they're on the 25-yard line. Oh, sorry, they're in the 15-yard line. It's going to be an indirect kick. 12:44 left, 1-0 Brookline. We're going to wait for the refs and the refs whistle. It should be indirect. It should be indirect, so. It's going to be on the ref's whistle. He's moving it back a little bit. It's right on the 20-yard line. Extended sideline from the football field. Okay, ref's ready. Clock's moving, 12:44 left. Left foot in the back post, gets headed away by Sam. That's Nate, he spins, he loses it to 13. It gets blocked, it's right in front. It's a goal. Who was that? Number 3? Number 3 on the goal. 1-1. $12:29 in the first half. They got essentially a free kick out of the play, and they converted. So 1-1. Okay, Brookline on the kickoff. Dimitri on the side. It's going to be Matt, kicks it to the left side. It's going to roll out of bounds. 12 on the throw. 12 down the right side. It hits Matt. That's Diego, 16 today. 13 down the wing, gets slid out of bounds by Nate. It's going to be a throw in for Brookline. 12 on the throw. 12 to Diego, gets hit. 13, Nate gets bumped. That's a foul. Free kick for Brookline. Near the spot of the Newton's free kick just a minute ago. It's going to be Nate on the free kick. Nate to the right. Headed back. Mateo clears it to his right. Mateo to the side. That's Brendan. Brendan tries to get around 10, gets cut off. That's Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan, Mateo. Mateo on the ground, past Brendan. It's rolling in the box. Here comes the goalie. That's PJ on the ball. Defender was screening for him. Just over 11 minutes left in the first half. 1-1 now. PJ high in the air, spinning backwards. It's not going to make midfield. It bounces. Mateo gets pushed. It's off his head. 16 ahead. Nate on his left foot to Dimitri. 12 has it. Matt gets around the defender. Sends it to Dimitri. Dimitri on his toe. Matt steps to the middle. Here comes Matt. Matt gets held. That's a foul. It's right at the 30-yard line. Well, they call it the 40-yard line. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. It's going to be Nate on the free kick. He's got Mateo going to his left. Nate to the back post. He gets in front, try to get Brendan. They clear it to their left. That's Sam, puts it in the box. PJ's going to get to it. PJ catches it. PJ, there's 10 minutes left in the first half, 1-1. PJ in the air. He's going to bounce. Nope. Hit Jacques in the head. Sorry, that's Ben Kaplan. Ben Kaplan in the head. Newton in front of their bench. Goes out of... Is it out of bounds? No, Brendan's chasing it. Sam clears it toward the bench. Ben Kaplan off his head. Jacques Jack plays it back, tried to chip the defender. Ben Kaplan to his right, getting held up by 3. There's a foul call. 9:20 left in the first half, 1-1. It's gonna be, looks like Mateo on the free kick. No, wait, it's not Mateo. Ben, in the box, it gets headed by Mac. It goes over the side, goes to the corner, they clear it. Brendan chased. It's Mateo on his foot. He brought it down nicely. 13 comes away with it though. 13, Ethan tried to come back. Nate on the ground. Brendan gets pushed off. 12 is pursuing it with Dimitri. 12 has it. 12 to the left. Here comes Mac. Mac steals it. He keeps it in bounds. Mac to the left. He sends it to the corner. 12 pushes him. It's Dimitri on the ball. Dimitri to Matt. Matt in front. Matt shoots. Saved by PJ. Matt to the left. He tries to cross. It's out of bounds. Nice save by PJ. Subs are coming in. We got Sammy coming back in. We've got it's going to be a goal kick for PJ. Just under 8 minutes left in the half, 1-1. Goes out to the left. That's Isaac on him. They go 42 in the middle of the field. Tries to get by Sammy, gets deflected. It's in midfield. Sam clears it. The center back off his head, back to PJ. PJ punts it. It's going to spin back toward midfield. Sammy was off his foot. Nate gets hit by 7. And it's going to roll out of bounds. So who else came in? Brad's in the game. It's going to be throwing for 12. 10 is coming off for Newton. He's still on the field. 7 minutes left. 1-1. 12 down the right side to Mac. Mac clears it back. It's going to bounce out of bounds. 6:40 left in the first half. 1-1. 12. That's Sammy to Matt. Matt finds Mateo. Mateo sent back to his left. That's Mateo, one behind him. Gets bumped. No call. Mateo comes away with the ball. He gets bumped again. Wow. It's going to be a free kick for Brookline. 6:14 left in the first half. He's going to mark off 10 yards. Nate is going to 7 and Diego on the wall. He goes to the back post. It goes off 49. They go down the left. That's Diego, 16 on the ground. That's Sammy with the ball. Slide tackle. They take the ball away. 15 to the right. Wants to find 7. It's going to go out of bounds. 5:40 left in the first half. 5:30 left in the first half. 1-1. It's going to be Mac to Nate. 15's up top for Newton. 7 is on the right wing. 18 is on the left wing. Sam to his right. Sam back to Nate. Nate on his right foot. Nate to the middle. He gets cut off by 42. 15 back to the center. To 5. 5 chips a wing. It's offside. 18's offside. 5 minutes left. We're tied at 1. Sam on the free kick for Brookline. Nope, Nate's on the free kick for Brookline. Nate to the right on the ground. Bounces past the Newton defender. It's on the ground, going to 7. Back to the middle to Matt. Nope, Mateo. He tries to send Mateo. It gets too far. PJ's going to pick it up. PJ in the air, spinning backwards again. Brad bounces over him. Mac off his head. 12 in the air. It's going to go out of bounds. It's a throw in for Brookline. Mac down the wing. Gets cut off. Goes down their side. Hits the 15 in the head. Sammy's going to cut him off. Sammy sends it back to Nate, to Sammy. Sammy to his right. Sammy sends the Jacques. Tried to find Matt, missed him. 5 gets away. Sammy, it's a 4-on-5. 15 has the ball. He had a shot. He shoots it to the back post. It gets headed away. Nate missed it. Mac with his left foot clears it. 42 has it at the 35-yard line. He sends the right side. Player was offside anyway. Ball goes out of bounds. Goal kick for Brookline. 3:20 left in the first half. 1-1. Zach goes to the right side of his box. Zach low hits the Newton player, but gets to Sammy in the center circle. Sammy to his left. Back to Mac. Mac to Nate. Nate to Sam. Sam loses it. Sam gets it back. Sam to Mateo. Back to Sam in front of the Brookline bench. Sam falls. He gets it back. He sends it. It goes back to Nate. Nate on the ground to Sammy. Sammy turns in midfield with Diego on him. He goes to the wing. That is Mateo. Mateo on the ground. That's Ben Kaplan gets pushed. Mateo tried to chip the wing. That's Isaac with the ball. Isaac on his left foot to Mateo. Mateo to his right. Tries to drag it through. He gets it in the box. It gets deflected. Goes out of bounds. 2 minutes left in the first half. 1-1. He has a ball. We're under 2 minutes. 1-1. PJ on the goal kick. PJ to midfield again. Gets cut off by Mateo. Mateo tried to go to his right. Get cut off. Ethan ahead. Off the Newton head. Mateo got bumped. That's Matt. Hits the defender. They clear it. It bounces. Nate on his head to Mac. Mac, one behind him. Mac sends Sammy. Sammy to his right. He's got space. Sammy's got Isaac to the left side. Isaac brings it back. Isaac looks for help. Ethan's going down the right side. Ethan cuts back to the middle. Gets cut away by the Newton defender. Ethan has it in front of the Newton bench. Nate has it right on the logo. Nate drags it to across the 40. Goes to that's Sammy. Gets taken away by the Newton player. They go up the wing. 15 crosses midfield. Goes by the Brookline bench. Ethan cuts it away to Sam. Sam to Sammy. Sammy to Mateo. Mateo in front of the Newton bench. 3 players on him. And goes out of bounds. Throw in for Newton. It's right in front of the Newton bench. It's 1-1. We're under 2 minutes left in the first half. Okay, whistle. He goes down their left side. Sam goes in the air, and they call a foul on Sam. It's a free kick right in front of the Brookline bench. And I think it's halftime. 1-1 at halftime.